Hi, Flosstube! I'm back! Today is January 31st. It is sometime in the morning, but the sun is shining. It's fabulous weather. Cold as a very bad word. But we're gonna go with it because I have amazing light today. I have risked putting this off until the last second, of course. But I'm glad I did because the lighting in this room is amazing. It won't flicker on the screen, which is great. So, my name is Christina. I live here in Sweden with my dog, my husband, and my son. They are all at home. Hopefully they will be a bit quiet so I can get this done. And I want to say thank you so much for coming back to all my returning viewers. And I do have some new subscribers. I want to say hello, welcome, and I hope you enjoy this video and continue to stay. So let's get into it. I have some stats. So I have one finish for this month. It is a secret project that I am currently in the works of FFOing for its recipient, Dobby. It is going to be on its way very soon. I do have the fabrics here. It's very crinkly, so I'm sorry. But I will be using, I think 2 will be enough. But I'll be using 2 of these lovely fabrics in green batik to do the FFOing. You can assume what you would like from this sneak peek. If you'd like to guess, I will give you that it is a weird bird. Okay? It's a weird bird, and these are the fabrics I'm FFOing it in. Leave me a guess below what you think the project is. What kind of bird it is. How do you think it's weird? Leave a guess. That would be funny, I think, and interesting to see what you think. I have one start. I will show that to you in just a minute. And I have decided during the month of January to UFO 2 projects. One of them is the World Traveler bookshelf. The artwork is by Amy Stewart, and I decided I had started it because everyone was doing an Amy Stewart bookshelf. And so I thought, okay, cool, I'll jump on the bandwagon, and I didn't touch it for a long time, and I just think that a lot of the HAED charts are kind of lazily done. They're very dark, not very detailed, especially when I compare to other charts from other companies. I have decided I'm not interested in continuing buying more charts from them. I did buy and start the HAED 2026 stitch along, and basically I agree with everything that has been said from Crafty Gamey Jamie, Crafting Emily, who else talks about it? I think those are the 2 main ones I can think of that have discussed the SAL, and a few other SALs in general. If you want to hear the tea more specifically and have it more eloquently described and explained, I do recommend those 2 channels, especially Crafty Gamey Jamie. She put it like, I can't say it or explain it better than she can, so go check her out if you haven't done so before. And we will leave it at that. Those are the 2 projects that have just been checked off my list. Projects worked on this month. I have worked on a total of 6 projects. That does include my finish. I did about 900 and something stitches on it, mostly backstitch this month. And it looks so good. I cannot wait to send it off to you, Dobby, and see what you think. I am quite pleased with it myself. So total number of stitches this month, excluding the ones I have put in on my stamped kit. I just I don't have the brain space or power or willpower to count them all. So excluding that, I have done a total of 10,916 stitches. I was off for quite a bit of the beginning of January, so that explains probably why it's so many stitches. We'll see how it goes going forward. I highly doubt I'll be up on that amount of stitches. I think from last year, I think my average is around 8,000 stitches, something like that, which I'm quite happy with. That's a good chunk of progress on projects, especially my new start. So, yeah. So let's get into my whips. The first one I'll show you, I put 1,094 stitches in on. It is from the Etsy shop Sol Galleria. It is done on a 28 count opalescent even weave from Tom and Lily Creations. It is done 2/1 half cross. And okay, so let's be professional, Christina. This is what it will look like when finished. And this is what it looked like at the beginning of the year. I did take photos of all my projects at the beginning of the year. And now I will show you what it looks like right now. Okay? Maybe I should put something behind this. Let's put these behind. So this is what it's looking like. I have gotten quite a good chunk done. I messed up down here with the red, and ripping stitches out on this fabric is a nightmare. So I'm going to just stitch over it with the right color and just get this corrected that way. But it's looking really good. Yep, so that's that one. Highly recommend the shop. The owner is amazing. She has great customer service. And it lives in a project bag made by me. Most of mine are. And it is from a Rammstein concert tote bag that I bought when they were in Gothenburg. Great show. Great band. Okay, that's that one. So, next project, we have a HAED project. It's a really old chart, and I have put way too much work on this, and I have lost the back of my needle minder. Way to make more work for yourself, Christina. Well done. Okay, I have the back now. So, anyway. So this is Kakomu from Heaven and Earth Designs. It'll look like this when finished. And this is what it looked like at the beginning of the year. I have had, it's a iffy kind of guesswork on how many stitches. It is in Saga, but as I was working on it in the beginning, I came across stitches that I hadn't marked off but were done, so it was a bit guesswork, and at the end I was like, ugh, and just went somewhere else and continued to stitch from there. So it's kind of meh. But I think I've done around 1,528 stitches. The artist is one of my favorite artists, Margaret Morales. It's done on a 25 count printed even weave. And it has a total of 242,250 stitches. And this is what it looks like so far. I have added fabric on either side because it is a bit short there, but the top and bottom should be fine. So this is what it looks like so far, and this is where I was working and I hadn't marked off stitches, so that really annoyed me. So I decided to go over here instead and work in this area here, which is her hair. So yeah, loving that. I think I have like 2 pages done. Now that it's in Saga, there are no page lines anymore, so I can just go wherever. As long as I can count, which as fellow stitchers, we know on paper we can count. We can do math. But counting on fabric and counting stitches, we cannot do. We cannot count 1 to 10. Much less higher than that, okay? We all have to admit that we can't count. Stitchers can't count stitches, okay? As we just saw on Wolf with Glasses, okay? We can't count. It just is. And I have my second cup of coffee. And this lives, oddly enough, in a Christmas themed bag where the fabric is the wrong way. It should be like this. But it's made by me, for me, so who cares? So here you can see a sneak preview of what it will look like when finished. And this Q-snap, or this needleminder, probably reading fantasy smut novels. Yep, very true. It is from Cross Stitch Bunny. The Maleficent one was also from Cross Stitch Bunny. That was on my Wolf with Glasses. Next project. Oof. Okay, so this one I'm quite pleased with. It is Gone to Pieces from Long Dog Samplers, and I got a total of 2,005 stitches in on this. They're about, again, same thing. I had missed like a good chunk of one of the puzzle pieces that I had to mark off that. But around 2,005 stitches. And oh, I have so much progress on it. Oh, this is the suggested finish piece. That is not how mine will look. This is what it looked like at the beginning of the year. And I had to take it out of the frame I was using to work with it because I have worked. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. So where did I work? Okay, so this is finished. This is finished. All of like the eyes, the center of flowers and all that, all done. Squirrel has its tail filled in. All that is filled in. We have gold metallic in the crown because, of course, we have filled in the beginning of that puzzle piece. We have threads. We filled in the lizard. We filled in these two. We did this peacock. Then we move along. Again, all the eyes, the center of things, all done. Up here, came down. And then we have the tape here done. All these eyes and whatnot done. And then I started working in this. The second to last puzzle piece is where I have been really focusing. So I am using in this puzzle piece a Karen water lily called Black Cherry. Just cherry. Let me check. It lives in this bag, also made by me, from a tote bag from this concert, Valhalla Brinner. That was a rainy show, but good. Thank the gods we had VIP tickets. Okay, so it's just cherry from Karen Water Lily. Very nice. And so once this is finished, this puzzle piece is finished, I only have a single puzzle piece left. And that is this one, where the year will be filled in. So this little area here will be saved until the very, very, very end, so that I know once I put in the number and fill this in, it is finished. And this puzzle piece will be done also in a Karen water lily, but the water lily that I will use is this gorgeous colorway. It is called Bermuda Reef, but it is so close to being finished, it's not even funny. So I have this in my rotation plan for at least one more month, and we will see. Hopefully I won't need it in another month, and then this will be done and my project list will be down to 31 projects. 31 active projects. And should I get down to under 30, I have plans to add a project. But we need to get under 30 first. Cool. So, next project is called Dark Queen of the Earth. This is what it will kind of look like when it's finished. It's the closest representation of what it will be when finished. It was a stitch along held by Autumn Lane Stitchery a few years ago. You can choose to do like orbs or flowers. You can do brown skin or like a greenish tone. The face you could do differently and whatnot. So I haven't even gotten so far to the face, so I don't even have to think about that just yet. But this is also what it looks like at the beginning of the year. And it is a hand-dyed opalescent Aida fabric. I think it's 16 count, and it was done by Chromatic Alchemy. They are no longer dyeing, and unfortunately I have the information probably somewhere what the fabric name is called, but since they don't dye anymore, it's like, what would be the point? But if you really, really, really want to know, I guess I can try and find it and put it, and if you just ask in the comments, I'll try and find it and answer you, should you want to go and maybe find it like secondhand or whatnot. But the fabric is amazing. But as you can see, it's like really, really sparkly. It's really nice. I put 1,938 stitches into this, and I'm working on like part 4 or 5. 4 or 5, one of those parts. And I'm doing it part by part because they're small-ish. I mean, it's still like thousands of stitches per part, but yeah, it's more manageable that way. And I can have in my head like, oh, it's a finish now that I've finished that part, even though the whole thing isn't done. But anyway, so this is what she looks like out of the frame. Doesn't it look good? So, like, for example, this orb here, you could do either as like this open flower or an orb. I decided to do an orb. On this side, you can do the same but further up, and I think I'll do a flower. Just mix things up so I could pretend like this is maybe like a bud, and some of them are still buds, some are flowers, whatnot. Yeah, you get the drift. So I've been working over here. I have this mushroom filled in. I pray there's backstitch over here to like define bits and pieces of this, but I think that's in like the last part of the SAL. So yeah, I've been working over here, getting this all filled in, and it's looking so good. I'm really happy with this. And then here it goes up, and eventually it'll be up here. Like, there's gonna be, this goes all the way around, and it'll meet up on this side, hopefully. So this goes all the way around, and then you have her upper torso and her head up here somewhere. So she's gonna be quite a big stitch eventually. So it's like, I won't be able to fit it in frame unless I go like way back here. But it looks really good. Yeah. So I'm really happy with that. Needleminder was done from Blushing Pink Stitches when I went to the Essex Needles Retreat in September of 2024. And it lives in a bag that I probably should replace. It's kind of like plasticky, but it's starting to get, I don't know if I can show you, but it's starting to be like, things have stuck out so hard that it will probably get whole soon enough. But it says, not that I can get the light to make it so you can see it, but it says just one more stitch. Maybe like that. Okay, yeah, now you can see it. Just one more stitch. It says every stitcher all the time, and we do far more than just one more. It's like, oh, I'll do one more row. Oh, I'll just do one more row. I'll just finish this section, and then yeah, and my husband can tell you all about it, where I do the same thing. Cool. So, last project that is counted, that I know the stitch count of and all that. Oh, I'm so... So I found this artwork on a Facebook group, and it has all the advisors, the companions, the antagonists of all 4 Dragon Age games, and I love all of the Dragon Age games. They all have their own charm. I enjoyed every minute I played of all of them. I would be super chuffed and happy if we could get all of them on the PlayStation 5. Unfortunately, it's only the latest one, Veilguard and Inquisition, I can find for PlayStation 5 digital. But the first one and the second one also so good games. Ooh. So when I saw this artwork, I was like, I need to stitch that, and I need it in my life. So I contacted the artist, thinking, she'll probably not even respond. Did she respond? Hello, yeah. And she was like, oh my God, here you go. Just please stitch this. Please keep, like, yes, I'm so honored you want to do that. Like, oh my God, really? And she was so nice. Like, amazingly nice. So go check her out. Her Instagram name is Kiwi. I think I say it right. Here is her Instagram page. Like, go check her out. She does amazing work and she is so nice. You can buy her prints online. You can get digital prints from her Ko-fi shop. Cannot recommend her enough. It's amazing work. And y'all, I went to the amazing Cross Stitch for Everyone, Missy. And she charted this for me and she was like, are you sure it's gonna be a biggie? And I'm like, I'm totally prepared. You can do it like the HAED bookshelves. I'm cool. Just as long as it looks good. I'm happy. Make it as big as you need. She's like, okay. And she worked on it a little bit and sent me like 2 different versions. And I'm like, okay, I don't see too big of a difference in the mock-ups of these 2 images. Go with this one. I think it'll look really good. So she's like, okay, cool. Just pay for it and I'll probably get back to you maybe around Friday. And that was on a Wednesday. Y'all, it was on a Wednesday. I had it on Friday and I'm like, let's go. I got my HAED bookshelf fabric. I didn't pick out any of the stitches. I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. I just want this started. And I started it, y'all. And oh, can you see what it is yet? No. Do I care? Again, no. This will be a biggie. I don't care. But this is what I have done so far. So this kind of get the light to show you, like, okay, so like this, you can kind of tell it'll be like a bit like misty and swirly and all that. So it's going to come up here. And eventually here, it's going to start fading into lighter colors. And I think I reached Gillinane first from the latest Dragon Age game. And then her brother. Or maybe it could be the other way around. Oh, y'all. I put a lot of work into this. And it will be a focus piece all year. That's how I'm feeling right now anyway. But yeah, so I put 3,449 stitches into this beast, where I have a needle minder from Cross Stitch Bunny. Cross Stitch Bunny. That will be my mantra. The path to inner peace begins with 4 words. Not my problem. And it is a bad word. Okay? But it's true. And I am, with this project, at 1.63%. And it is such an easy stitch. I love it. I've totally fucked up here somehow. Like I said, we can't count. Or at least I can't. I can't count for shit, apparently. But, yeah. But I have, like, this part is correct. I do have, like, some of these here that are correct. They are in the right spot. So it's somewhere, like, really up at the top that is wrong. And it's not, from what I've been able to, like, when I put in other colors that are right, it's like just a few stitches off, and I think I must have like forgotten where I was and then restitched some of the top pattern, and that just got everything else off for a bit. And then when I realized it was off, I put in other colors that are right, so I can fudge this. It's like really dark colors up at the top anyway, so I can fudge this no problem. So I'll go around it eventually and like move up here and do something else and then go back up here. So this eventually it won't be correct, but it'll be good enough. So yeah. So this is what I have so far. I hope to start moving along down here and maybe getting the tentacles of Gillinane in, because I think those come in here somewhere, I think. And I carry, like, my back is atrocious. But I don't care. Who's gonna look at it after it's finished? Who cares? So that is that. Last project I have to show you before I show you what will be working on next month. And that is this. It's a stamp kit from Mona Lisa. I'm doing it as a stitch along with the amazing Nessa at Cross. Oh, I never forget her. I always forget her name. Cross Stitching with Nessa? Is it that? She'll be linked down below, along with the other Flosstubers I've mentioned. Is it that? It's something like that. I think so. So I'm so sorry, Nessa. But you are so far ahead of me. I need to get my butt in gear and work on it some more. But this is across a SAL Between Us. I am doing it with the rayon threads, or the silk threads. It looks amazing so far. I'm really happy with it. 11 count, 3/1, full cross. This is what it looked like at the beginning of the year. Yeah, I have no idea how much I've done. But here we are now. So this is everything I've done. And I've been working over in this area here, filling it in. And I'm working on like this color here, 29. It's like a really light color here. Filling that in and moving it all the way down. There's quite a bit of it, as you can see here. And then I'll continue to move along and then move down, just like Nessa, who has, what did she say in her last project? She had like 30 rows completely done all the way across. So she has more done, I think. I have kind of moved a bit down, further down than she has on some places, but otherwise. So I need to work on this more. But it's so nice to work on when I'm tired and just, or I get annoyed with myself that I can't count. Then that's really great to work with because I don't have to count. I just go where the symbol is. Great. The image is probably AI generated, but anyway, we're not going to open that can of worms today. Not today. So, next month's focus projects will be Epic Dragon Age, of course. Yes, I want to work on that so bad. Also 3 other projects, so I hope to get quite a bit done on each of these. First one I'll show you is in this bag. It was one of my temperature stitches that I had started last year. We're not doing that anymore. This is the finished image of what it will look like, and this is what I have done so far. So I have the first R in February, And I have started the February. No, maybe it's the second one. February. No, it's the first R, but this is the second B. Okay, I can spell. So this is the second B here, and the fabric here is a 40 count even weave from Coffee Craft Fabrics. Unnamed. She doesn't name her fabrics, but this is amazing. I love it. It's so soft, but it's amazing to work on. It is done 1/2 full cross and backstitch as called for, but I think it's only one strand, so it's the same as all across, but oh well. So we then have next, we have TMNT Mikey, as I call him. It is a pattern from the Dots and Spots shop where all 4 brothers are on the same image, kind of like cut off from each other, so it's not the full portrait of each brother. I have started with Mikey, so I call this my TMNT Mikey. And this is what it will look like when finished. And this is done on, let me check my project card. So it is done on a 28 count even weave white. It is 179 stitches high by 150 wide and a total of 17,351 stitches. This is what I have so far. Yes, I have a lot of dangling threads. And the needle minder is again from Cross Stitch Bunny. And it is very true. It says, in a world full of princesses, be a witch, because why not? So yeah. And this is last project to show you is the last project that will be a focus, and this is Japanese Garden Mandala from Chatelaine. This is one of the images you can find on their gallery for what it will look like when finished. This is the middle tile, completely 100% done, with the exception of one freaking bead. Okay. It is so good. So this will be a focus next month. See how much we can get done. It'll probably be like the garden up top. It lives in this project bag made by me with all the specialty threads and beads here from European Cross Stitch. And in case you're wondering, what bag is Epic Dragon Age living in? Well, it lives in this amazing bag from Stitchamajig that I got at my latest Essex Needles retreat, where she embroiders the image here in the middle. Love it. Okay. So we're at the end of cross stitching. So if that's all you're here for, see you in a month at the 1st of March. If you want to stay, I will show you my journal from Archer and Olive. So let me show you. Okay, so I finished. I filled in my memory from January. I have put in a photo from when my husband and I were out walking with our dog in the nature area we have quite close to where we live. It was like today, sunny, beautiful weather, not too cold. And my month in review. All the media I consumed from what I was able to write down. So what I played. I have almost 50 hours of gameplay on Stardew Valley now. I am still reading Fourth Wing. It is the graphic audio version. I'm on part 2, not 2. And I finished reading Merlin's Tour of the Universe, the revised edition. Listened to some of the latest episodes of Star Talk. So my husband and I have been watching House Where Sweden Was Built. Best Taskmaster, but in Sweden it's Best in Test, whatever. På spåret, it's a game about travel. We watched Skyfall. Yeah. And so let's move forward to February. So this is February cover page. The quote is from The Princess Bride, amazing movie, and it is, because it's the month of love. Death cannot stop true love, it can only delay it a little while, said by Wesley. And if you know, you know. So that's this month. We have the month here. I have not started to put things in as of yet. I wanted to show you guys first. And then we have our focus pieces, a page for my month in review, and then I have all of my weeks here. And it is a even number of weeks in February. So, yeah. And Formula 1 doesn't start just yet. It's only testing still. So, that is everything. Yeah, and we are at 42 minutes, so one of my quicker videos. Cool, so I will leave you with that. Yeah, so I'll leave you with that. And so next video will be up at as of the 1st of March. This video will go up tomorrow. So happy stitching. I will see you guys in a month. Bye!